Alright, so we're back with our third video right now. So we've talked about Mr. Han's story, his secret to wealth. The first one is to be knowing exactly what you want. Second is to have a plan on how you want to get there. So have a strategy, break down that plans and know what is your rates, how much you're charging your clients, how to attract your clients. And the third video that I'm going to talk about today is about the how to attract your clients, right? How do you get your clients to come to you? How do you make them turn up for your events? How do you attract potential clients who's going to afford what you have to market to them and actually buy the products from you? So let's look at different strategies. So we're going to break this down. I will cover these strategies in detail in my $1 Million Marketing and Business Secrets course. It's coming up on the 27th of March. Okay, so, and that's a 4 hours intensive, actually it's 5 hours, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 hours of intensive training, and I'll cover more strategies there. But for today, I just want to break down these two marketing strategies that's going to really attract a lot of clients to you, and so that these are your lifeblood, these are your cash flow, because they buy from you, then you earn the money. The two basic ways to attract your clients right now, there are two ways that you can do it. Number one is using offline strategies. Offline, what I mean by offline, that means you use advertisements, you use word of mouth, you use flyers, you use many other different strategies like that, okay, which is offline. That's not related to the internet. And then another strategy is using the online strategy to be attracting your clients. Online strategies is like a lot of them, right? So there's example, one is social media. Social media itself can be broken down into many different forms. You have YouTube as a social media, you have Twitter as a social media, you have Facebook, which is a power machine right now. And if you're not Facebook, it's not about matter if you should be on Facebook or not. That's not even a question right now. It's about how well you use Facebook. So going back there, so that's online, that's social media, and there's many others besides just that on social media, but these are the ones that I personally have used. And then we have email marketing as well, how to use the simple tool, as simple as email, to really attract a lot of clients. Now, these are just the strategies. Anyone can learn this, but why is it that a lot of people attend all these courses, they learn how to do Facebook, they learn how to do Twitter, they learn all these strategies, but they're still not getting their clients? They know what to do on Facebook, they know what to do, they know how to create a fan page, they know how to create a Facebook shopping mall. Now you even can create your own shopping mall on Facebook. They know how to do this stuff, they know how to create their profiles, they know how to create event pages, the details, the technical things they know how to do, but they're still not getting the clients. So maybe you're facing that right now. You have all this set up, but there's no clients coming in. So what's the formula in order for you to make that different, right? Whether it's offline or it's online, this strategy that I'm going to share with you is going to apply across the board, right? Or offline or online. The first thing, we need to understand the secret psychology of how the mind works, right? How a consumer mind works. I went through I did a 3 years degree in Australia, and we did consumer sciences, and we really dig into the minds of consumers and find out what makes them think, what makes them buy, what makes them be persuaded to buy, be seduced to buy, what are the, how does it work? So once you know that strategy, the mind, how it works and how they buy, you can then work out a marketing plan, like a blueprint on how you go out to target your niche. Right, so the key principles, which is really basic, that's what I'm going to cover today. The principle is, number one, clients, if you want to attract the right kind of clients, you first of all must understand that people will only buy from those that they know, from those that they like, and those that they trust. So this is K, know, like, trust. KLT formula, right? The KLT formula. So they must know you, which is why the big brands like, you know, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and all these big brands, they are willing to throw in and pump in a lot of money so that people know them. Because the more people know them, that's the first battle is won. Okay, so that's one. Now, as aspiring entrepreneurs from home, you won't have the budget like Coca-Cola and things like that, but you would need to then find out what are the cheapest ways, shoestring budget ways of how you make people know you without spending a ton of money, right? And that's what we will cover in detail in the $1 Million Marketing Workshop. But that's the first thing you need to do, to get people to know you. And then the next thing you need to do is to get people to like you. They can't just know you. If they know you and in a notorious way, you're not going to get the sale as well. But they got to like you. They got to like who you are. They got to feel you. They got to feel that you're real, you're authentic. And how you do that, one specific strategy. I'm going to give you a specific today, just a very powerful tip. For most of you who are you know, watching this on Facebook, you already have a Facebook account. So this is an immediate practical strategy that you can do right away, right? How do you make people like you? Is that you are going to do what we call positioning yourself in a way that makes you likable, right? How do you make yourself likable? You make yourself likable by not becoming, number one, spammy, right? You know what I mean by becoming spammy, right? Trying to force your product and services on someone's throat. That's not gonna make people like you. They will know you, but they won't like you because you post your services and your products on everybody's wall. You spam their wall. That's not gonna make people like you. That's gonna make people boycott you. One of the easiest way that I teach my clients in my live events is when you have a Facebook, the psychology of Facebook is a like button. You see the like button, you know, where people like, and there is a very deep, or rather persuasive power in that. And the first thing to make people like you is to make people like your status updates, right? And I'm assuming you know what's a status update right now. Just posting something on Facebook. If you post something on Facebook and then people like your posting, they'll click like. But it's not just people clicking like, that's what you see on the surface. But deeper than that, when somebody click like to whatever you say, they are actually starting to associate liking you. Not just liking a status update, it's liking you. So this is really powerful if you know how to use this strategy very, very well. You can get started immediately with a beautiful, simple quote. A quotation that inspires your heart. Just post it out on Facebook regularly and have people liking it. And as people like them, they sort of automatically gets associated to you. That means what they're liking is not the status updates, but they're actually liking you. Now that's one powerful strategy. There's many more ninja techniques that you can do on Facebook to make people like you. So you've got the know factor, you've got the like factor, and then now how do you create the trust? You can have people, you can have 100 likes, you know, but nobody is gonna pay you any money until they move to the next level where they trust you enough to take out their wallet to give you money, right? And that's a whole different process altogether. How do you get people to trust you? One of the keys in making people trust you is this one powerful formula that I have been using all the time, is the power of your credibility. That means how do you create this point of credibility? That means you as the expert in what you know. I know as I say this, a lot of you are gonna like, oh, okay, expert. I'm not an expert. Who am I don't have the qualification. I'm not a degree holder. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not, you know, you're gonna have all of that right now. You know what, that is not what I mean by becoming an expert. You can become an expert in something where you don't even have a sort of a qualification about. For example, just give me like an example, a simple way that you can establish yourself as an expert in an area. For example, okay, I have one of my client or my student, rather, my graduate. She's very passionate about education, but she doesn't have kids. Right? But she loves children, but she doesn't have kids. And she loves to talk about tips for parents and things like that, but she doesn't have kids. You see, And yet she drives a lot of parents to her. You know why? Because she offers, this is the keyword, she offers a lot of value, right? She gives a lot of tips. She writes notes, and some of the articles, it's not even written by her. All she needs to do is just to share somebody's article, and that make her like a rock star in that industry. So sharing, just sharing, just giving value. You don't have to be the expert. There's a lot of experts who are writing articles out there. Just use the articles, give credit to them, and post them on your Facebook. And you have a lot of people liking you, and therefore starting to trust. In that way, it creates an association of trust, right? And then we can take the trust further to the next step. Now that they have got this formula done, you have attracted these clients through these simple methods, and there's many more. The next step that we're going to do, right, we have attracted the clients. Now we are going to do the next C. So we have attracted the clients, that means client attraction. We attract them, then now we're going to do the next C, which is now convert them. That means how do we convert these clients into actually paying you money? So we're going to talk about that, right, more in our next in our actual training. But for the next video, I'm going to show you and share with you the third and final formula of wealth and success in anything that you do. Stay tuned.